Yeah.
We've got to gain consent at every point. What?
Sorry.
Why are you laughing? Why did you just laugh?
Like, you're in one position. Do you mind?
Yes, of course.
What are you talking about?
I am serious.
Come on, man. Don't
we
start
need
speaking
to.
your big words and
We
like
need
that.
to.
That doesn't happen.
That's not a gain. Yes, it does happen.
Are
you okay?
He keeps asking when is Daddy coming home.
I lost my job.
I've been single for about 2 years. He just doesn't understand.
Hello, welcome to G.O.T.G. Today we're going to discuss bullying and its many forms. Sometimes just being someone that's quite competent can make you a victim to a bully because you reveal their shortcomings and insecurities, like always being prepared for work, always looking neat, always smelling well, and then you might have a superior or a manager or however you see it, and because you make them feel uncomfortable, like who is she or who is he to be looking like that and smelling that way, when I get paid more than them, or then they start showing power over you for some whatever reason. You start making them feel inferior or questioning them. And this is a working environment. And it's crazy because this is something that I'm very passionate about, that I've gone on a tangent and still haven't even introduced Amma.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. It's just talking about bullying today. It's a big factor in everybody's life. It doesn't discriminate in regards to your age, creed, or colour.
Definitely not.
Everyone's a victim of it.
Yeah.
So this is just something that I thought we'd cover because it affects the working environment, professional environment, personal environment, with family. I guess that's personal as well.
Yeah.
Just in everyday, even with strangers, you can get bullied, you can get judged, and you can get victimized.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on bullying?
Bullying's so complex, isn't it? It can lead to things that make people want to harm themselves, right? Because they start to feel insecure and question themselves, yeah? So, like, you can be gaslighted when you're bullied as well. So people start to question their reality and think about things, or is this really real, or it's quite horrible actually.
I do get where you're coming from in that, and like, because bullying is so complex, because you could just be a victim of bullying just by questioning something, an occasion, an event, or just something that's happening.
Yeah, or just asking a simple question. Like, say if you're on, I don't know, say you're on Twitter or whatever, and you get in there and you ask a stupid question, you can get attacked
that's
from
one
all the sides, yeah?
And then again, you could be out, depending on how old you are, what area you're from, you could get bullied just by, like, having a certain belief system in your household, and then questioning it just from one, because as you're young, you're curious.
What do you mean? So you can be bullied by your parents? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't necessarily have to be your parents. That's what I was saying before you cut me off. It could be a sibling.
Sorry.
It could be any form of family member that could be bullying you, depending on just because you're questioning something. And sometimes your question can make them feel uncomfortable because they haven't got the answer for it. And because they haven't got the answer, then they want to victimize you, which is another version. Sometimes without them saying, "Oh, I don't know," why do you ask so many questions? Oh, that's why you read those books, or you do this and do that, when they don't even know anything about the thing that they're criticizing. They haven't read no information about it. They don't know anything about it. They may not even know how to pronounce it, and yet it's a no-no and it's a no-go. And if you carry on, you ain't gonna get no money, or you're gonna be treated a certain way. It's gonna be known that you're a stranger, that you have a different psyche than everyone else in the house. And sometimes that is a problem. So some people can be in a family, in a home, and yet still be lonely because of what? Just questioning certain things. Yeah. So this is another thing of.
And lonely people can become bullies as well.
Lonely people can be, yeah, you're right. It's just one of those things, isn't it? But like in the working environment, you would think that, do you know what? It's funny because you find that the corporate world is very similar to maybe the road world.
Yeah, high school, even
And
secondary school.
It's like it just goes on like from school.
Institutions carry on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People take that same ideology from school of being a bully to the corporate world.
Yeah.
They're wearing suits and all that. They're investment bankers. I'm not discriminating against investment bankers. Or they could be, because mainly office workers, isn't it? Help me out.
Yeah.
Programmers. They could be programmers.
Yeah.
And yet they're taking that school ideology. And sometimes, and you know what the funny thing is? The victim in school could be the bully at work.
100%, but that could be the reason why they become the bully at work, because they were victimized so much when they were at school. When they come out, they're like, well, I'm going to be the bully now. And vice versa. You could be the bully in school and become the victim when you go into the working world.
It's just
because
it's just funny
it's a
things
cycle.
Like you could be in a working environment where there's like maybe females working together.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying it's only females. Well, when I'm going to address what I'm saying, also men can have this issue.
A group of people working together that are the same.
How
Should we say
wise
that?
You are.
Oh, yeah, that's
group
fine.
of people, fantastic. We are definitely learning every day. One-handed clap for that one. So there's a group of people, yeah. And out of the group of people, there could be like, this is a situation that's actually happened with one of my friends, isn't it? There's a group of people. Out of the group of people,
Yeah.
So there's 5 people. 5 people in the group.
Yeah.
Right, cool. And out of the 5, one of them haven't got their nails done. Well, has got their nails done, but they haven't got the acrylic extensions. They haven't got. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, they need nails just natural. Yeah.
Natural nails. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Help me out again. So then, because they've all got it done and they all keep it well kept, they've made it apparent. Oh, I need to get my nails done. I don't know whether to get them done this day or today. Like, I'm thinking. Is that? Do you understand what I mean?
Do you feel bullied?
Yeah. Are they saying that? And then the funny thing is, it made her question whether she should get her nails done or not.
Yeah. It's conformity, isn't it?
Because she's been there and she's seen the damage that it did to her personally, made her nails very fine and that. So she made a conscious decision, look, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Started a new job and thinking, oh, wait, hold up a minute. Should I do this? So we can conform.
Yeah, of course.
Just to whatever. And the funny thing is, out of the 5, how many of them conform to that scenario?
And you don't know the reasons, because different women get their nails done for different reasons as well.
100%.
It could be self-care. It could be you're a nail biter. If you don't do your nails, you know you're going to bite them off, and it's hard to bite off the artificial nails. It could be so many things. Maybe you've got a partner who prefers it when you have your nails done. So many reasons. So many factors.
And then we've got another dynamic there as well in regards to like friendships, depending on your age, young friendships, where you might have a group of 4 of you and the 3 of them want to go to somebody's house for the weekend and you don't want to go, and they're like, oh, why are you being weird for? Oh, come on, man, you need to come. Stop being strange, man. That's what I'm saying about you, man. That's why I don't like calling you. That's why, because do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, being different can lead you to being bullied sometimes.
Do you understand what I mean? And it's only when you're older and you surpass these things that you realize that being different is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
The things that you were victimized as a child and now what are getting people to like you and find you attractive and interesting and peculiar.
Yeah.
We realize that peculiarism now, well, is it peculiarism? Is that a word?
Being peculiar. You can just say
I'm not going
that.
to give you that one, you know.
You could just say that, though.
Okay, being peculiar. We used to take it as an offensive, what peculiar person, but at the end of the day, sometimes being a peculiar person could be compliment.
Yeah, of course, you're weird, you're strange.
No.
Weird and wonderful.
So
because you could be weird and wonderful. What's wrong with being weird and wonderful?
You're strange.
You're weird and wonderful. Strange and wonderful. You don't know many weird and wonderful people.
Is everything okay? But you know what? This is a serious topic we're talking about here now. We're talking about bullying. People suffer
Listen,
bullying.
I am not.
So if I called you you're weird and strange, what would happen?
I take that because I know it's a compliment coming from you.
Well, for me, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
I'd only say it if you didn't have anything around you to throw at me. Do you understand what I mean? But these are kind of things that people peer pressure. Do you understand what I mean? So people get bullied into certain things, innit? Do you understand what I mean? So it is a difficult one. It is something that you as the bully have to, sometimes they're not even conscious of what they're doing because of their own insecurities, isn't it? It's a defense mechanism for them in regards to certain behaviors and receiving certain things. And you, as the person being made to be feel uncomfortable have to know how to deal with it and know that you're the best at being you, and being different is not necessarily a bad thing. Do you understand what I mean?
I mean, that can sometimes take some growth, right? Some learning, some self-development in order for you to gain a sense of self that is so strong that you don't let bullying affect you as much. Because I'm not saying bullying can never affect you, because like I said, it's multifaceted. It can happen in so many ways.
Sorry, I'm not going to let you go with that.
Faceted.
What does it mean?
Multifaceted. Yeah, it's got many areas.
Oh, so couldn't you just said like...
It's got many areas.
Yeah.
There you go. Are you happy now?
Oh, yeah.
I've said it's got many areas.
On? Sorry,
okay. Yeah. So because it's so complex, it can you can be a bully whilst also being bullied at the same time.
Most of the time that does happen.
Yeah.
And you know what? To be fair, it's like you said, it takes a level of growth to realise that being different is not necessarily a bad thing. I think you have to have, maybe in most cases, you have to have a journey where you have been a victim of maybe bullying, of being known that you're different. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Because I was always like now I might say it's different. Now I might say I was different, or I was treated differently. Then living in there, it might have been bullying. You understand what I mean? But I was always, it was always made aware that I was different. Yeah. In nearly every environment that I was in. Yeah. Whether it was socially, even with my family, friends, even people even looked at me and like they used to be like, "Oh, you're very different, innit? Like, how come you do this like this, and how come you do that?" So I was always known, innit? So someone telling me that I'm different now, I just had to embrace it. And try to be the best version of myself, innit? It's taken me quite a long time, do you understand?
Exactly.
Finally me this now, but yeah, you're right. Exactly. It is a journey.
And sometimes it can take some help. You know, sometimes it takes others boosting your confidence, your reassurance, letting you know that, okay, fair enough, you are different, but your difference is not a negative thing. Because I think people often take difference as being negative, and it's not. It can be positive, beneficial. We haven't all got to conform. No. And, you know, conformity also has its place. So there are times when it's okay for us to be the same and do the same. And there's sometimes when it can be a hindrance to us.
Exactly that. And do you know what? Another area of bullying that we haven't covered that may be most important. Most important, because I can only speak about it from a man's point of view. Yeah, she's doing. I think she doesn't know where I'm going with
it. Yeah, because I'm thinking, what's this way gonna throw on me today?
Oh, no, I'm not throwing it. Well, you know, take it as you will. But people, this is something, an unspoken truth. Yeah. People get bullied in the bedroom.
See, I knew. What is up with you?
Listen,
I didn't say I wanted to have this kind of a conversation today.
Yeah, but it's a problem. It does happen. It does happen.
But for some of them, their sexual affinity is about being a bully as well, isn't it? Because you've got dominance and all that kind of thing, and cosplay and foreplay.
But the funny thing is, there is that. But then again, it's like, look, you could be a man, and then because you're quite big or muscular, or you look a certain way, yeah, you get women that will see you a certain way, and then before they come up to you, they're biting their bottom lip. Do you understand me? And in your head, you're like, "Oh, she's gonna hurt me."
Do you know what that is? That you know what that is a main, because on my thing that I was talking about, that is one of the types of bullying, sexual bullying. Yeah. So
you know, they're biting their bottom lip before they've even started. You're like getting ready for it. You know, they're gonna hurt me. You know, and some men are in pain and it's not comfortable, and they won't say anything.
But some men also enjoy being bullied.
You're right. Some men.
There are people that pay for that kind of a treatment.
Some men do enjoy being bullied and that. Yeah. But don't just look at someone and think, "Oh, this guy's big. He's gonna enjoy it." Some guys that see. For me personally, I'm very delicate. Why are you laughing?
Because I can't with you today. Do you know what? It's not even funny.
No, but I'm being honest though.
I know you are.
Because like sometimes you get in certain people, they think there's some way they can bite you, they can do this, they can do that. And
but you know what? I would hope that if you're in a sexual relationship with somebody, you would be having conversations and you would have open talks. These are the kind of things that you should be communicating about.
Why are you talking like you've never been there before? Sometimes those open conversations
No. But those are the kind of things that you need to talk about. Because you know what, when it comes to like role play and stuff like that, you're supposed to have, what's it called? You're supposed to have
switch off words and that.
Yeah. I can't even remember what it's
You've been
called.
watching too much TV, man.
Yeah, but you are supposed to have.
Do you think
that's
that
it. Safe words. Safe words.
How many times do you think that happens?
No. You need to have a safe.
Words.
Yeah, you have to discuss these things so you have a safe word so you don't go too far. Because that's how you prevent yourself from being harmed. Because no, 1 second. Let's be really serious about this as well. In a sexual relationship.
No point was I joking.
Yeah, I know you're not joking. But in a sexual relationship, if it goes too far, you can't come back from that. So it's important to have a conversation about it. Really important. And in terms of even me and you, we've spoken about consent in the past. Yeah. We've got to gain consent at every point. What?
Sorry.
Why are you laughing? Why did you laugh?
Like you're in one position. Do you mind?
Yes, of course.
What are you talking about?
I am serious.
Come on, man. Don't start speaking your big words and feel like that doesn't happen.
That's not a game. Yes, it does happen.
Are you
okay?
Snap. Listen, wait. So what are you saying to me now?
I'm saying to you right now.
We need to get consent even just to change positions.
100%.
I think you've just written yourself off, you know. Seriously. I'm talking about...
Don't come for me in the comments.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying what my problem is.
Yeah.
People are asking you certain things and maybe putting their hands in certain places that you can't even say anything. That's what I'm saying. You need maybe consent about that. You understand what I mean? Me, been in situations where certain people, you could be certain and then you just get bitten in the cheek or something. It's not pleasant. It's not romantic. I don't like it. Do you understand?
That's why you gain consent.
Man, this what you're saying, man. It's the way you're saying. Way you see kind of in connoisseur. It doesn't go the way you're saying it, man. It sounds all well and good, innit?
Yeah.
But you just be like, yo, you be the same person.
But take your time, isn't it? Slow things down a bit more.
Some people want to build Rome in one day.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand? So I get it. At the end of the day, sometimes in certain situations, you'll get certain women that might be biting their bottom lip and it could be harmful, and then you get men doing the same thing as well. So you just have to be careful and make your views and your preferences known is the main thing, isn't it? But ultimately, bullying can happen everywhere, has many forms, and you just got to make sure that you're not a victim, and most importantly, you're not victimizing anybody else.
And if you are a victim, it's not your fault, but it's important to talk about these things. Try to be open with people.
But you know the funny thing is, some people sometimes are not aware that they are a victim.
Yeah, until later on.
It hits them, innit? Like, oh, what did I just do, and what just happened? Do you understand what I mean? So it's very technical, innit? But it just made me think about it, innit? That it does happen in all places, where it can happen at home, where you're just asking a question, and sometimes your parents may not, or your siblings or your family members may not know the answer, and then they victimize you.
Yeah. And there are gender differences when it comes to bullying as well, and I think that's a big thing, and that's why it's harder to spot.
What do you mean?
So a woman will bully a woman in a different way, a woman will bully a man in a different way, a man will bully a man in a different... Like, there's gender differences.
And a woman will bully a man in a different way.
Yeah,
like you'll hear, there's... Yeah, you're right. So
especially when it comes to the workplace. So you got like a female boss, and you know, any area of your life anyway, not just the workplace, but yeah, it can happen. Even in relationships, women can bully their respective partners, whether they be male or female. They can be the bullies. Same with men. Men can be the bullies. Sometimes, you know, it can be really abusive as well, because that's what I was talking about earlier on when I was talking about gaslighting, that you can get somebody to really question themselves, their self-worth, their reality. Well, did that happen, or am I? So it's
touchy, isn't
it? It's a complex one. It is a difficult thing to discuss.
Speaking about it now has made me realise it's not something that can be cured on a podcast.
No, of course not.
It's something
for us to think about and be aware of.
Yeah, it's something that life teaches you and shows you, and then you just have to, I don't know, process it and deal with it and amend it, innit?
Yeah, and like you said, people don't like to talk about it. It's not something that we voice. It's not often that you're going to speak to somebody and they say, when I was bullied by so-and-so, or I remember when I was bullied, or vice versa, I bullied this person when I was at this place. People don't really talk about it because it can be embarrassing, and people don't like to discuss things that they think are embarrassing.
You're right. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any more information that you feel that you could add that would be very helpful to us and others, please don't hesitate to share. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, and Godspeed in whatever your journey may be. Bye.
Bye.
Gift of the Gab. Share your views. Speak your truths.